Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video we're gonna have to put some events on these because now we're at a stage where we need to be able to press blue and we can't do it, so we keep losing. So we need to do something about this now. So these keys here are all controlled by this component, and they're all separate components. These are all child components. So what we were doing before will not work anymore. Like this kind of thing here, we can't do it because that's represented by this here. So if I come back to here, these four lines are now represented by this one variable. So we have to do something else. So we're going to get the parent attribute and we're going to make it talk with the children. So first we're going to set up a normal event, and that's what I'll do first. And we're going to do it on mouse down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on top. I'm going to make that go to a different line. I want it to put it just there. Okay. That will be the event. That will be the event name, and it's going to call a method. I'm going to create this method now. I'll create it above the render. And at the moment, I'm just going to make it I just wanted to do some text. So it's just going to log that as text. So I'm just going to test it now. Okay, can you see that's working? So what I want to do now is, it's an event. So as with all events, I can do this kind of stuff here to get the target. So if I press on these now, you see the target. Now what I want is this ID, so I can just do .id. And now when we press the buttons, we'll get the colors. So we know exactly which button we're pressing. So now we can do a bit more stuff. Now remember, this is on the mouse down. I'm going to do the mouse up separately, but this is just for the mouse down. Okay. So what I'm going to do in here now, I'm going to create a function that's going to handle that. But obviously, this at the moment it's in a different class, so I won't be able to access it directly. Okay, but I'm going to copy and paste it in. And I'm going to call it mouse down console log e from Simon key. So you'll see this text come up when it's working. Now, the way we're going to get it to work is just like we've got properties for this, we've got this here, and we've got properties for that. And we can do this .props.button ID, and where's that linked to? That is linked to here. Can you see that? So what I can do is, just like how I'm passing in a text here, or numbers, I can also pass in a function. So what I'm going to now do is I'm going to pass in that function that I just created. Okay, so what it's going to do is, just like how it's passing these in and they're being used, I'm going to now pass in that function that I just created. In fact, I won't go quite too far, but this will now it's gonna pass in a function, and it's gonna be just like an attribute. So this one's gonna be mouse down without any camel case and just lowercase, and that is gonna pass in it's gonna pass in this function here to that other class by using props. So let me get back there again. So similar to this, where it's got button ID, and for me to access that in the other class, I have to go props this dot props dot button ID, then I can get to this. Over in the other class, you go this dot props dot mouse down, and you get to this function. Okay. So here's the event handler. So what I'm gonna now do is, if I do that, this props mouse down, and I'll give it e target. That mouse down is now accessing this function here. So that so this dot props dot mouse down is this function here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take away this line here. So now when I press the keys, we should see that it's coming from the Simon key class. So this is being run now. Can you see? So I'm using props. I'm using props to pass variables from one to the other. Let me just make this smaller so that we can compare things, and I can go over something again. There should be something on this side, so when you save it, these stay miniaturized, so you don't have to keep doing this. But anyway, these are the props. That is the Simon class, and that is a child class, and this is the parent. Okay, I showed you this in previous videos. I'll put these props on it. One is button ID, one is class type. So in the child class, when you do this dot props dot button ID, you will get this. Similarly, if you do this dot props dot mouse down, you will get this function. And because it's a function, you can give it parameters. Okay. So this is how, from this child class, we're doing this plus props that's mouse down. And because this is a function that we pass down, we can give it the parameter, and that is the key that we pressed. And that will get passed to this function here, and then that will do that. And then from there, we can decide what to do with it. Okay. And as you can see, that is working. So this is how you pass. This is how you pass parameters from a child to the parent. Okay. Thanks for watching the video. Until next time. Bye.